God is alive and He is at work. He created everything. He created the world and He created us. When He created us in the image of God, in His own likeness. What does it mean? That means we are spiritual beings, unlike other animals. And we are created to be with God. Think about a fish. It needs to be under the water. That's how it's created. When it's under the water, it's happy and it has life. And when we are with God, just like the fish under the water, we are happy. We have no problem whatsoever. God would provide us everything and He let us rule over all the creatures of the world. However, one event happened. In Genesis chapter 3, God gave us one covenant, one promise. He said, you can have everything, you can enjoy everything except for the tree. You should not eat from the tree of this knowledge of good and evil. If you eat it, you will surely die. It was not about eating the fruit itself. It was about keeping the promise with God. And it was about obeying to God's command. However, human beings were deceived by Satan and they ate it. They lost hold of the covenant. And that itself was a sin. And as a consequence of that, human beings were separated from God. Think about a fish who left the water. It will face all the problems, suffer, and die eventually. Just like that, when human beings left God, all the problems came to our life. All the curses came to our life. And we will suffer through that without knowing why, and then we will face the judgment at the end. So God knew it so well that we cannot solve this problem. It seems like we have so many problems in our life, but these problems are rooted from this one fundamental problem that is being separated from God. So we are separated from God because we are deceived by Satan. And because of Satan, we have no choice but to sin continuously. And since we're all sinners, we cannot reach to the glory of God. And God knew us so well, so He promised us one solution. He said, I'm going to send you the Messiah. In other translation, the Christ. The Christ means the anointed one. 3 positions were anointed: king, priest, and prophet in Old Testament. So Christ means when Christ comes, He should complete the work of king, priest, and prophet. So when Jesus came to the world, it seems like He has done many different things, but essentially, through His cross and resurrection, He has completed the work of the Christ. As true king, He has broke the power of Satan, who is holding on to the death. On the cross, He died and He resurrected. God raised Him from the dead. And by doing that, He had destroyed the power of the death, and devil is holding on to the death. He broke the power of Satan. And as true priest, He solved the problem of sin. By one sacrifice, which was His own body, which was His own life, by giving one sacrifice, He has made us sinner most holy people, once and for all. By one sacrifice, He made it perfectly. So He solved the problem of sin. And as true prophet, He has opened up the way to meet God. In Hebrews, it says, by the blood of Jesus, we are now confident enough to enter the most holy place. Now Jesus has opened up the new and living way to meet God. So Jesus, as the Christ, He has completed the work of the king, priest, and prophet. And through doing that, He has solved our 3 fundamental problems, that is Satan, sin, and separation from God. And if you believe that Jesus has solved your sin problem, your problem of being separated from God because of Satan, if you truly believe that He is your Lord and invite Him into your life as your Christ, then God will restore your original status. Just as God created you in the first place, God will restore your life and God will restore your image spiritually. If you want to have this faith that Jesus is the Christ, I'd like to help you. The Bible tells us that the faith comes from listening to the message of God, the word of Christ. So we would like to share and continue to help you to listen to the message of Jesus Christ. And by doing that, you will gain this faith.